was chopped into even pieces by the blows. It shattered into many drops, but then it began to come back together. The monster took a victorious pose and said that it was invincible, and then he pointed his finger at the blonde and said that he had just been on his side and asked why he was attacking. To which Xavier looked calmly and said that, first of all, he was a night guard, and besides, if he went on a rampage, the demons would also be in danger. Then the elemental pointed his finger at himself and said that he would not touch the demons, so it was time to leave, because he seemed to be a person with some convictions, and then asked who was the victim and who was the bad guy. Xavier glowed brighter and frowned at him, and he continued and said that this scoundrel has no conscience, and he is so bad that he has to protect him, going against his principles. Then the blonde put his hand to his chin in alarm, and Lloyd screamed in horror and asked why he was thinking seriously. Then the original crawled out from under the hero's cloak and told him to run faster, because this creature cannot be killed, and he can only help him if he survives. But the protagonist pushed him back with his finger. The aristocrat looked menacingly in front of him and said that you can only run away after trying everything possible. The spirit was very surprised and remembered the chapter where the bone dragon appeared and he abandoned the queen. He was very worried and thought that wasn't that bastard the first to run away. Then the hero became even more menacing and told the drunkard to look closely at what a person who works tirelessly can do. Then the ghost became worried and thought about whether he should pretend to be cool. The elemental stood in front of Kim and looked at him. Somewhere in the permafrost, there was a northern light. The ice dragon sat on a cliff and looked into the distance. He did not move from his place and thought about how cold it was here and wondered when his father would call him. He remembered the hero, who said with a gentle look that he should be in a place that people should never see, at the very edge of the north. The dragon looked ahead and thought about missing his dad. The elemental raised his fist to strike and screamed. Xavier cut off his hand with his sword, and the hero held out his hand with a sign in front of him. He prepared himself and was going to scream at the top of his lungs about the law of space and time, and demanded that the ban be broken and he be directed to the path he should take.